Camelot, no Camelot. I used to from faring down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire?
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken from about the 12, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
16 more on that one and another first down.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Right back to Sanders on first down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mayfield now.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Again, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DJ Moore. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second and 9, Mayfield looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give, right side. Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now a give, right side. Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
That's the score. Vikings 14, Cowboys 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done.
Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Christian Barmore forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They go play action now. Wilson. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DJ Moore. his second touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Meanwhile, Mayfield still here, hauled in by Kupp.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run. It's Sanders. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And
he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second. Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third. Mayfield being chased out. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating?
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give, right side. Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jarnell Mooney from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
That's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Basham tracks him down way in the backfield for a loss of 16. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Hill on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.